Hello and welcome back. My name is Rebecca, and this is part 11 of my 100 Baby Challenge playthrough. Um, Trying to speed run it. I'm also playing this as a Rags to Riches as well. Um, so things it's still near the beginning, so things are a little bit difficult. So in our last episode, right at the end, our triplets had aged up from toddlers into children, and Quinn had had twins. Their names are Elliot and Francis. So I'm just gonna move things around here a little bit. I'll speed this up for you. Um, I just want to get the things set up a little bit more efficiently. Just trying to figure out the best layout of where to put the beds and things. Um, put the bassinets in the corner here. And what I wanted to do was put the bassinets in another room, but I didn't quite have enough money for that. Um, but they are in the corner now, so they're together. It's easier to do things when they're side by side like that. But also, if they're in the corner, I can set it so that only Quinn is allowed in the room, which helps with not having the kids standing there in front of the bassinet looking at the babies when you're trying to feed them. So, and I managed to do this just in time for them to age up. Well, isn't that great? So, anyways, Anita still needs to age up. She has an A in school, so she can age up to a teenager. The cake is there. We just need to put some candles on it. And both Anita and Quinn were asleep. Looks like Quinn's woken up now. She passed out a little bit earlier on the floor. And let's see. So Anita's awake now. She can go and blow out the candles on the cake as soon as we get those on there. Um, what's Quinn up to? Oh, she's passed out again. Just can't get a break. So also when I was recording this originally, when I was playing, I had been playing the game for almost 5 hours at this point, or not playing, but I'd had it running. Um, I paused it for a while. My computer is starting to lag a little bit, so if it seems like things are laggy, they are. All right, so we've got some candles on the cake, so Anita's going to age up now. And so when they age up, you're supposed to get their traits and their aspiration randomly. There's no random button for the aspiration, unfortunately. So um, I just have Google roll roll dice for me. Give me a random number. And what we got this time was wellness. And then I rolled another dice to get um, the wellness expert, which is not one that really looks like we would be able to get as a teenager because you have to um, like do manicures and things like that. It just in the scope of this challenge, I think it would be too difficult. So, anyways, Quinn is trying to look after the babies. One of them is upset right now. And it looks like half the house is exhausted, so Cameron, oh, it's passed out. So part of the problem is that with the babies crying, it wakes everybody up. And the other problem is that we actually just don't have enough beds. But the children can sleep in the tent, and teens and adults can nap in the hot spring at the back, the pool, um, as well as in the beds. So I'm gonna feed our dust bunny here, see if we can get some something. No, just fed it. Okay, so I'm gonna feed the babies. They're pretty upset still. So I have a chandelier, a candle chandelier in this room because it does work off grid. Same with the candle in the bathroom. Um, the only thing with chandeliers, sometimes it's just in the way. So, all right, so I think that is Cameron that just went to sleep. I'm still trying to remember who's who. Because their hairstyles have changed, and that's how I tell my Sims apart, is by what hairstyle they have. I know I've seen some people who put the kids and the teens all in bear suits of specific colors so they can tell them apart, but I actually find that more difficult. And it looks like Quinn's probably going to pass out here again in a second. So. Oh, she's giving Cameron a hug. And now Quinn's going to have a nap. I don't think it's going to last long. Nope, right away she's woken up by a crying baby. So the funny thing was that they don't autonomously care for the babies. Like they'll go over and look at them, but they won't actually like feed them or change them or anything. I'm pretty sure that in previous games they would actually do that autonomously. Who knows? Maybe it'll be updated with the infants. Now the thing with the tent is only 2 children can sleep in there at a time, and we have 3 children right now. So, um, yeah, if the babies are awake, then nobody's sleeping. So Anita is napping in the hot spring there. So just going to change a few things here. So Anita's hair color's changed twice. So I put it back to pink, what the color it was before. And then I just, excuse me, I just enabled hair growth for everything for her. And I didn't really like that hairstyle or hair color that she had before with the pink and white. Pink and black, I think, suits what she's wearing much better. And Diane, I didn't really like her outfit. She looked like a little mini shopkeeper. So now she's wearing something that's a little bit more fun. One thing I wish I'd changed though was Anita's bathing suit. I don't like the combination of the green top and the white bottoms. I think it just looks weird. But and Quinn's gonna pass out. There she goes. I want to try to clean that. It looks pretty gross. The water is like murky and green. So Aliana is sending messages congratulating her children. Okay. So Anita's gonna try to have another nap. Where is Quinn going? Quinn needs to look after her needs too. Need to eat something. We need to use the washroom, and we really need to sleep, but she'll just keep passing out. So I just keep giving her things to do until she passes out. Power conservation day is now in effect. All power will be turned off for the next 12 hours. Except I'm off grid, so it doesn't really affect me at all. So, it's 9:39 a.m. I guess because everyone aged up like in the middle of the night, they don't have school today. Otherwise, they would already be gone. I think that's something I'll need to work on for next time. Make sure the kids age up before midnight. Actually, I'm not sure what the cutoff time is. Earlier in the day is better, I guess. Age them up right after school when they have A's. So I'm trying out this super efficient baby care here, which I got with the parenting level 10. Is it going to work? She's just kind of shrugging. Oh, now she's feeding the baby. And jiggling him, playing with him. Wait, him? Yeah, I think that's Elliot. I think Francis is on the other side. So I'm trying to get Quinn to go to sleep since the babies are happy or sleeping already. Sleeping in a bed is much better than trying to nap in the hot spring. Although the hot spring does help bring your fun up if it's low. So I'm trying to check Anita and see what her grade is actually at. So it's actually only at a B. So we only have to get it to an A and then have, uh, what do you call it? Uh, I forget what they're called, but having it in the right range, like for neat or it's not neat. That's a different one. Responsible or like empathy, conflict resolution. It has to be in range to get that trait, good or bad. So for some reason, my Sims almost always get the responsibility one for doing things like, taking out the trash, washing the dishes, sweeping, mopping. It just seems to be the easiest one to get. Now Anita's got parenting level 1. So she's looking after the babies now. It's great having a teenager in the house. Teenagers can do a lot of things that children can't, like cook meals, fix broken toilets, change diapers, things like that. Speaking of broken toilets, we have a broken toilet. So I'm going to have her look after the babies here. Oh, she's feeding them both. Elliot looks happy. Francis is still upset. And we've reached parenting level 2 already. Now let's repair the potty. The potty. That's not the potty. Let's repair the toilet. The potty is outside. And Quinn is awake now. So Quinn's going to actually be the one to come over and fix the toilet. Anita, what are you going to do now? Oh, we had somebody pass away on us too recently, it looks like. Because there's some ghosts in our friendship panel. So we want Aleka to come over, I think. And maybe we can, because we need to get pregnant again. So the more we're pregnant, the less we age up, because you don't age while you're pregnant. I had some trouble at the beginning with that. So we need to really work to try to keep to try to keep Quinn pregnant as much as possible. It sounds really bad, but that's the whole point of this challenge. Okay, so we went out for drinks, and Aleka immediately went home. That's not what we wanted. He's not even there. No, he's gone. It's funny. I don't think I've ever actually been to this lot on my own. Only if a sim has invited me. It's just not one that I go to. a nice lot, but yeah, there's not. It's just not one that I have ever thought of going to. So we'll try to get Aleka to come back. Meanwhile, we're like meeting everybody who's here already. Saying hello to people, getting to know them. Okay, so Aleka called us again. Let's go get a drink. Sandbar. So now we're in Solani. And he immediately leaves again, I think. Try to interact with him, and yeah, there he goes. He disappears. So that wasn't great. But while we're here, maybe we could go fishing or something? No, let's just go home. It's just we're so tired. We'll just pass out in the sand. We don't really want to do that. So now we're inviting Aleka to come to our lot and hang out. This seems to work better for him. He just doesn't disappear immediately. So we're gonna drive for deals here and see if we get anything interesting. And then we're gonna like flirt with him and romance him a little bit. Oh, we found a shower tub combo. We don't have space for it in our bathroom though. So we're waiting for Quinn to come over. Oh, she looks awful. She's so tired. That's a big hug. I think we're still wearing our beach wear, like our hot weather wear. And it's spring. It's cold. Football team is in town, but we're not really interested in that right now. Let's try the first kiss. I think we got all the first kisses we needed for the aspiration level. But that's okay. Ask to be boyfriend. Kind of excited there. Okay, here we go. First kiss. That worked. Oh, the romance bar is right at the top here. It doesn't take much with the micro home for the relationships to go up or down. So it says there's actually too much stuff to there's too much stuff in our what do you call it? In our dumpster to use that. So we're gonna send Anita away. So she's not sitting in the hot spring anymore. And then we can use that. Because I don't think our shower that we have will allow for woohoo. The one we just pulled out will, but we haven't got it placed anywhere right now. So now we're heading over. Okay, is Quinn gonna go over too? Oh, there she goes. Okay. I think it's funny how the water comes up in little heart shapes and like the little splashes. Totally unrealistic, but very cute. And the babies are awake again. It's It's always Francis. Francis is the one who cries all the time. Or at least she seems to be crying a lot more than her brother. Okay, so now they're down in the hot spring. And the water is absolutely disgusting. It's very green again. I'm gonna have to clean it. Have to clean it again. Who's here? Oh, my Prescott is here. Well, we'll invite her in. And Brittany Cho is calling. Oh, so I found a ring in Quinn's bag. I think she's going to propose to me. You're saying this to Quinn's daughter. This is hilarious. So it's like whoever answers. She's just calling a random sim, which happens to be the daughter of the one she's talking about. So Anita is very stressed out, very uncomfortable. It's mostly just because the lot is very, very dirty. Okay, Quinn. What's Quinn doing right now? I think she is passed out outside of the hot spring. Okay, when she wakes up, we'll send her to do a pregnancy test, I think. So, I wish the crying baby would stop. Stop crying! Somebody needs to go attend to her. So I like that the children can just get the leftovers out of the fridge themselves. They can't cook by themselves, but they can. If there's something in the fridge, they can definitely pull it out. Whereas with the toddlers, you have to like open the fridge, pull the item out, then they can go get a serving. Now they're both crying. It's interesting. A lot of people are like they don't like having the full lots. They don't like having a lot of babies and toddlers. I like having babies and toddlers. I actually think they are easier than teenagers. Believe it or not. Teenagers are the ones that stress me out a bit. Power Conservation Day has ended. Okay. Didn't really make much of a difference to me. Probably because it's getting dark. Like it is dark actually. Kind of goes for a long time. So if we weren't off the grid, if we were actually using electricity, that means for like 2 hours Sims time, we would have no lights, even though we actually have lights. So Lika's heading out now. It's almost as if someone is controlling her life. Yes, Anita, someone is controlling your life. Alright, so let's cook something that doesn't use up our flour, our precious flour and sugar. An egg. So I'm just checking to see if there's anything in here that doesn't use flour, sugar, or eggs, but we can still cook. There's not much. I think really it comes down to the veggie yakisoba, which uses vegetable and mushroom. Interesting that it doesn't use flour, because I would have thought for the noodles for sure they would use flour. So Anita can cook even less stuff because she doesn't actually have any cooking skill at the moment. So she can only cook the level 1 things. Which includes 2 cakes. Two cake? Yeah, 2 cakes. White cake and the honey cake. So that's the nice thing about Sims. If your Sim has 0 cooking skills, they can still bake a cake. And usually it doesn't catch fire. Although I miss being able to buy cakes. Like, I know you can buy wedding cakes. It would be nice if you could buy birthday cakes as well. Just putting some food here in the refrigerator. Because in Quinn's inventory, she can use it, but nobody else can. So if anyone else wants to try to cook something, they don't have access to as much food. So I should probably put the honey in the fridge too, actually. But I just put some stuff in. Okay, so Anita can cook something. So the fruit salad, it just uses fruit. So we've got tons of fruit. Okay, and let's see. So the kids, the children, they are very tired. Oh, we've got somebody at our door. I'm not going to let her in. I'm going to skip the vampires for now. So occult babies are actually worth 2. And I was really hoping Anita was going to be an occult since her father was a magic user or a spellcaster. But she only has a spellcaster trait. She's not a spellcaster herself. I mean, I could have her learn to be a spellcaster, but it wouldn't count because she's learning it as a teenager, not born into it. So, but I would like to try to avoid having vampire babies because the teenage vampires can't really be out in the sun, which makes things really difficult when you have a tiny house and everything is outside. Maybe in the future when we can afford it, we could actually make a wormhole generator if we I'm not sure if we can do that actually though without going into the scientist career. We could try. Or also we could get the rocket ship and blast off into space. Although I don't think you meet aliens that way. At this point we just have to like find aliens, kind of walk into them on the street or something. Okay. So Anita's doing well with the parenting. She's already gotten to level 3. So Quinn is awake now. Let's grab something to eat. Use the washroom and have a shower. Although I guess technically we should have waited until after we dive for deals to have a shower. Because you just get dirty again. Alright, so let's dive for deals. What do we get? We got some recycled materials. Boring. Electronics upgrade part. Useful, but still boring. We got debug speakers and a leather chair, but it looks like it's burned. The best void critter. Both are equally powerful. Alright, yeah, so let's have another shower here. Okay, she glitched outside. Now she's back in here. Okay. Actually, our shower is broken, so we're fixing it. So, and our sink is broken. Okay, now's the thing for the babies to age up. I must have read the last one wrong. I think it was more that they were hungry. So, We're going to try to age them up. I guess after we finish the sync. And my computer is really lagging at this point. It took forever for that first one to show up. And actually, my video cut off a few seconds early here too, so we're getting close to the end. But anyways, so we have Francis aged up and is a charmer. But my video quit on me, so I can't show Elliot aging up here. Just, it took forever for everything to happen here. All right, so here I have Elliot, and what to show you what he was. He is clingy, and he has white hair. It's kind of cool. It's because his mother has white hair, I suppose. But anyway, I'm going to leave this one here for now, just because that's where my video quit. So I will see you next time, and don't forget to click like and subscribe for notification of more videos. Thanks. Bye.